All right, we're in the back area, Twins Clubhouse. This is the Twins Performance Kitchen. Now we're talking about performance nutrition, and I'm with Chef Mac and Jason Castro. First, I want to ask you, Chef, what is performance nutrition?
Performance nutrition isn't unlike common nutrition, but the difference is that we focus on the players' in-game goals as well as the demands of the sport. Most of it just has to do with good old-fashioned local produce, whole grains, quality protein, quality beverages, and lots of variety, lots of color.
So it's fair to say that nutrition has changed a lot over the years. Jason, you've been around a long time. Right now you're in the recovery mode, but maybe you can describe where nutrition once was a focus for baseball and where it is today.
So I think, early on in my career, it was more of an afterthought, and it was just, let's get guys some food, and that's kind of where it started and where it ended. There wasn't much thought given to what kinds of food, the timing of food prior to the game, post-game, what you need to do for recovery, and that has greatly shifted to where we're at now. Most guys in the clubhouse are thinking about those things, whether it's, pre-game fueling, post-game needs for nutrition and recovery.
I think Jason can attest, coming up through the minors, he was probably eating a lot of PB&Js. It's a common pre-game ritual for young athletes around the nation. It's a good, quick access to carbohydrate right before the game. The game runs often 3+ hours long. They need to be consuming carbohydrate during the game.
But this is your twist, right?
This is our twist. This is a whole grain wrap, natural fruit spread. So a lot of what we're doing here is offering ingredient upgrades on good old-fashioned, stick to your ribs type of meals.
Yeah, so it's different for everybody, and I think that's part of his challenge as kind of the chef for a diverse group of guys. You have different types of bodies. Not one type of meal plan is going to work for everybody in here. Then you also have guys from different parts of the world who are used to eating different sorts of things. So I think that's where variety comes in. You can have the best possible meal plan set up, but if guys aren't going to eat it, then it's not really going to matter.
One of the things that we came up with that we can't take off the menu anymore because it's such a favorite is our Power Grains blend. So it's a whole grain blend that essentially is a replacement for your average white rice. And it has Minnesota wild rice, because we are the Minnesota Twins, which is a great whole grain. And then it also has brown rice and quinoa. It's a great base for many different cuisines.
So we talked about nutrition, but an important part of the daily upkeep is hydration as well. You might play in 100-degree heat in Texas. You need to fuel your body the right way and stay hydrated. So we're at the performance cooler here, and maybe you guys can explain a little bit about the juices and the different waters that we have available to all the players at any time.
Well, first and foremost, hydration cannot be underestimated. It's a really important part of performance nutrition and impacts performance. We've arranged this cooler for pregame and postgame, labeling each of the products so that the athletes can come in here and get the information they need to consume the products that they need.
Typically, I'm a big coffee guy, so in the morning, I'm always having coffee regardless of what time the game is. But night game, you're afforded a little bit more time to kind of set yourself up and fuel from like an earlier portion of the day to get ready for the game. So that way you're not coming in and trying to slam a big meal right before the game. So try to be smart about lunch for sure, and that kind of sets you up for the rest of the day.
Times have really changed. I remember the days when you come over to this station, it was filled with different candy options. Now we're looking at nuts, applesauce, and dried fruit, dried mango, something we go through about 150 pounds of dried fruit in one season. And it's not a bad snack alternative either.